Hi, Dan Wilson here for Mariners Routine Checkup, brought to you by Virginia Mason Franciscan Health. And today we're checking in with Luke Raley. Luke, thanks a lot for taking a couple minutes to answer a few questions. Good to see you.
Absolutely. Awesome. Glad to be here.
Well, so you're new to the Mariners, came over in the offseason, and walk us through a little bit what it's like to come to a new team. What was your first impression, and how are things really played out for you here as we've gotten into the season?
Yeah, I mean, coming to a new team is always a challenge, just because you don't know everybody, and it takes a minute to get comfortable with everyone and show your true personality. And my first impression was just a good group of guys, and there was a lot of meetings and getting to know people in spring training, which I appreciated, because that really did help. Getting to know my teammates and stuff like that.
No doubt, and that's so important to get that camaraderie early. Speaking of making impressions, the monster shot you hit the other night, one of only 7 that have gone on the upper deck in T-Mobile Park history, which is pretty incredible. Take us through the at-bat a little bit. Walk us through just that big moment.
Yeah, I was just looking for a good pitch to hit, and he left me a fastball over the plate, and I was able to get to it and didn't miss it.
The stretch and the pitch, swinging a well-hit ball deep to right field. Castellanos isn't even looking up. Goodbye baseball, upper deck in right field. Luke Raley with a mammoth shot.
Excitement here at T-Mobile Park. Obviously playing at home, it's a little bit different for you. You played indoors. Talk to us a little bit about the excitement, the energy that comes from the fans here at home.
No, the fans here are absolutely electric. I mean, they bring it every day. It doesn't matter if it's Saturday night or Monday night. The stadium's always got a bunch of fans, and they're loud, and a lot of energy, and that really helps us as players get going.
Yeah, and it does pick you up from night to night. You've hit a lot of home runs here in this park. You've also swung the bat very consistently, and you've talked about it a little bit in post-game interviews. Like, things are starting to click offensively for this club. Like, what do you feel? What is the energy in this clubhouse right now? What's coming together for the guys?
Adding Randy and JT, who are 2 very good hitters, and JT's experience, just being around for as long as he has been a big help. But I feel like we've been putting together better at bats, getting some people on bases, getting the big hit more often than we were, and that's how you win baseball games.
Yeah, no doubt. And you mentioned Randy, adding a couple pieces here at the break, JT as well. What does that feel like as a player, getting that number 1? And you played with Randy before. What does he bring to this club?
Randy's just got this calming presence about him, always. He's just kind of go with the flow. He doesn't say too much, but like every time he walks up to the plate, you think something really good's going to happen. So excited to be back with him. And I actually got to play with JT a little bit in LA, so I've seen what he can do on the field and know like what kind of presence he brings. And he just gives you professional at-bats day in and day out. So speaking of day in and day out, the pitching staff this year has been unbelievable. What's it like playing behind a starting staff, a bullpen that has put together the kind of year these guys have put together? Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, regardless of anything else, they throw a ton of strikes, which playing behind guys that throw a ton of strikes is what you wish for as a defensive player. And our starters have been amazing. Our bullpen's been really good. And it's just one of those things, any day you show up to the yard, you think you have a great chance of winning just because of who's throwing for you.
That's a good feeling. And speaking of coming to the yard ready to play, you've got about 7 weeks left. You're neck and neck with Houston. What are you looking forward to as you get into August now, September? Like, what is it that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, we just got to do what we do, and that's all we can control is how we come to the yard every day and prepare to play the game. So, if we take care of our own business, we will be in a good spot.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Luke, we appreciate you taking a couple minutes with us, and thanks for sharing your time.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. This has been Mariners Routine Checkup, reminding you to get your routine checkup. Schedule it today at vmfh.org.